They shot patients. Some died, and those who survived left without clothes or anything. We left all our belongings in Malakal.
I decided to leave Malakal. We went to the riverbank. We parted, and they fired bullets at us. We swam across the river and arrived in Vaushiluk.
This is the Nile River, where it passes through South Sudan. On one side, behind us, is Malakal, the second largest city in the country, which was razed to the ground during the war. On the other bank, right opposite, is Vaushiluk, a small town where people escaped either by canoe or simply by swimming when the fighting between the government and the rebels escalated. This river is like the front line. The water separates the two sides, also dividing whole families. What you are looking at is the town of Vaushiluk, on the west bank of the Nile. Before the war, around 3,000 people lived here. As the fighting worsened, people began to cross the river and settle here. 2 years later, the camp is home to around 30,000 people. But many of the camps are not safe. This is the United Nations Protection of Civilians site in Malakal. Tens of thousands of people took refuge here when fighting broke out in the city, which is now deserted. Life here is very difficult, but outside people are in more danger. The most recent people to arrive have settled in these containers previously used by the UN for storage. They are all women and children because men aren't allowed to enter the camp for fear they might be rebels. Here, there is a lack of water and the sanitary conditions are deplorable. Here, Veronica Ocham is washing clothes for her family. She fled fighting and helicopter attacks to reach the UN facility. Like many other women in the camp, she has a whole family to support.
We are living in poor conditions here now. There isn't any food. We have many diseases. We have diarrhea. The situation is very hard, and people are crammed into the camp.
A few meters from Veronica's house is this 40-bed hospital run by Doctors Without Borders. The centre provides assistance to those people who are victims of violence or suffering from malnutrition, malaria, tuberculosis, and other diseases which the conditions in the camp only help to spread. Here, lives are saved. As the war continues, tens of thousands of people wait in the UN protection site. Everyone here wants to go home, to Malakal and the surrounding villages. But despite the hardship, life doesn't stop, and the most optimistic pass the time planning their future or playing football.